So today is officially 7 days past transfer. I purposefully did not record like day-to-day symptoms and all of that. Like I just did not want to hyper focus on all of the symptoms. I just kind of wanted to be at peace and just let my body do its thing, let the embryo do its thing, and just not focus on so much. And I didn't want to get into the habit of comparing previous cycles, previous pregnancies with this one. Like I've just been claiming that this one is different. This is new. God is doing a new thing. Forget the past, don't dwell on it. Don't dwell on those previous cycles or previous pregnancies. Focus on what God is doing right now in the present and just claim it and believe it. So that's just been the type of vibe I've been on the last week. So I didn't want to record every day and be like, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm feeling. And then like go back and look like, man, I wasn't feeling this on this day, or I should have been feeling this on another day. Like I just didn't want to make myself crazy and, any type of negative spiral thinking. So, so this is my first day recording after the transfer. And today I just feel really achy. Like my whole body just aches. It feels like I have the flu without any other flu symptoms. I do have I just have this achy feeling, and then my boobs, they're not hurting yet, but they just ache. And then I get like this tingling feeling, like I can tell like that part is coming. Some sneezing, which I have read is a normal common symptom because something about your sinuses and the hormones. So I have had some just random sneezing. What else? Slight headaches, off and on headaches. But yeah, like my body just aches. Like I just feel so tired. I feel like I have worked out or lifted weights and I haven't done anything. I've just been doing light walking, which is pretty much the only thing my doctor recommended was just light walking, nothing crazy. What else? I've just been taking it easy this week and just enjoying each day, each moment, praying over my womb. We've just been taking it easy. So tomorrow is beta. I have not tested yet. I think I will test in the morning just because I need to know before I get the call. Like I want to know one way or the other before I get the call. I have high anxiety right now. Like I'm so anxious. And I keep going back and forth like, well, what if this is just, what if I'm just experiencing these symptoms because of the progesterone? Or what if it's, and I don't want to do that to myself. So yeah, we will see tomorrow. Even though like I'm anxious, I also have a sense of peace with whatever happens is just gonna happen. I can't control anything. But yeah, I just have this sense of peace that feels good. So we will see tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big day. I'll update you guys tomorrow on what's going on. Good morning. So it is 8 days past transfer. Today is actually beta day for us, but I decided to test at home beforehand because I just need to know something before we get the call today. So I've tested. We haven't looked at it yet. We want to look at it together, but let's offer a word of prayer right quick. Oh, dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for this day. Thank you for bringing us to this point in our long journey, God. You know our prayers, our desires, God. And most of all, you know what you've promised us, God. And we're standing on that promise and we're holding you to it, God. We've just been through so much, God. And we're just asking that you show us your grace and your mercy today. Please help us, God. But we do know that whatever your will is, God, we're still going to serve you. We're still going to testify of your goodness. We're still going to spread the gospel. We're still going to do your work. Oh, God, we just thank you in advance for what you're doing in this family, for the miracles that we see forming, God. We just thank you so much. We praise your name, God. We thank you for just continuing to walk with us, God. We love you. In your name I do pray, amen. Oh, help this to be positive. Oh my God. Whew. Oh, okay. So it's under here.
What were we looking for?
It'll say whether it's pregnant or not.
Okay.
And this thing here, as soon as I turn it over. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Not pregnant.
Is there a chance that the test that they give you will show different?
I don't know. Not pregnant. So I guess we'll see today what the numbers are, because the number could just be really low.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Whatever happens, we'll get through it. We always do. Wow. You already know. You could probably see it in my face that we did not get good news today. As you saw this morning, we tested. It was negative. I even did like a regular line pregnancy test just to see if there was a line, a possibility. Nothing. Like stark white. Nothing. Not even a faint line. So I went in for beta begrudgingly, and then about an hour, I don't know why it took them so long to call me. Like it was just torture. Normally it's like before noon when you get the call, but I didn't get the call till like an hour ago, and it's 3:52. So it's like 2:40 when I got the call, and they confirmed that it was negative. My number was like 0 point something. I don't know. At this point, this just feels like a bad dream. The fact that we keep getting to a point, getting bad news, getting some good news, and getting to another point, and then getting bad news. Like, this is just getting so old. It's getting so old. I'm so tired. I keep saying that every video, that I'm tired. You know, when you have disappointment after disappointment, as a believer, just makes you question, like, is it something I did? Did I not hear God correctly? Like, what the heck? Y'all, it's been a long time. This is our 7th year trying to conceive. Our 4th year of being in treatment. It's just too much. My nurse said that my doctor probably want to meet with me next week. So I'll be meeting with her. I guess we're going to do like a virtual telehealth call just to kind of talk about what went wrong. And I'm honestly dreading that, because now comes into question, with me having now 2 miscarriages and 2 failed cycles. Now it's like, is it me? Am I the problem? I mean, we did a totally different protocol. We did a natural cycle and everything. You know, even though we had to implement the letrozole,
After that, like everything looked good. She said my ultrasound looked good. Like, so what is it? If everything looked good and my ultrasound looked good, is it me? Is it the embryos? What is it? I don't know. And I think she may, and this is just me thinking, that she may say that it's probably the embryos. So we did do donor eggs with Joe's sperm. So those are the embryos that we have. And they were not tested. So there's a possibility of that. But I don't know. Because even with a tested embryo, clearly things could still go wrong. So testing is not the end all be all. It's not a guarantee because I've been there, done that. So it's like, what is it? It just hurts. It hurts so much to just keep doing this and not really getting anywhere. I mean, like the last time, I'm thankful I wasn't further along, and I'm thankful I don't have to endure another miscarriage. But it's just like, when is it going to be our time? When is it going to be our time? How much longer do we have to go through this? I'm so tired. I would like to give my husband a kid. I don't want him to have to go through this. Like, if you don't do it for me, at least do it for him. Because he has to be strong for me. He's trying to be strong for me and be there. And I hate having him to continue to go through this. So, God, like, if you don't do it for me, please do it for him. Like, that's how I feel. It's just so frustrating. This is legit the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. It literally makes everything else that's hard right now just seem like a piece of cake. And I was just hoping, like, maybe this will be finally something, because outside of fertility, like, things have been tough. We've been struggling. Like, it's just been a lot. And I was just hoping, like, maybe this is like, we're finally going to be in greener pastures, maybe we're finally going to be out of the valley. Like, finally this will be a step for us out of the struggle. You know what I mean? Maybe this will be it. And nope. Right back. Sit back down. You ain't going nowhere. Like, that's what it felt like. Nope. You thought it was your turn? No. Sit back down. Wait some more. And I already waited so much to even get to this point. We had our last transfer in August. Then I'd have another surgery in November. And then I had to wait again. I was supposed to, we were going to do a January transfer, but we had to wait. Like, it's just, we keep doing this. And I'm so, I was just hoping like this was finally like we're getting out the woods. We're getting out the wilderness, but it feels like we're still here. We're right back here. Right back here. And I'm so exhausted. So exhausted. And I don't understand why. We always say, or we hope, like, if God closes a door or he stops something, that means he has something better. And I believe that, but it's like, why couldn't this be the better? Like, why couldn't you just have allowed this to work? Why do we have to go through another loss, another setback before we're allowed to receive the blessing or the miracle? Like, why do we have to keep going through this? Why does it have to be so hard for us? Why does it have to be so hard for me? Like, is it me? Is it my body? Is my body jacked up? Can it not do what it was created to do? Or one of the things it was created to do? Can it just not? Joe and I had, a moment to just kind of process, because we just thought we were going to be celebrating today. We thought today was just going to be a good day. But then I was also preparing myself that maybe it's not. And I would say, like, because I've been pregnant twice, one with a single baby and then one with two, I kind of remember like when I started feeling symptoms and what day. So again, this time kind of felt like the last transfer, the one that failed prior to this one. But then I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to dwell on the past pregnancies and cycles. I'm not going to compare. I'm just going to focus on this. God is doing a new thing. And no, nope. And he's like, nah, I ain't doing nothing new right now. It's the same old thing. Y'all, this is our fourth attempt. Our fourth failure. Our fifth baby. Our fifth baby. Our fifth little embryo. Our fifth little possibility of life and purpose and joy and parenthood. Like, the fifth one. Because the first one, Isabella. The second one was our twins. The last one was number 4. We didn't know what it was, him or her. I don't even think I gave him or her a nickname, Baby Gilbert, Baby G. So that's 4. And then this one, 5. I didn't think I was going to be that person. I'm just tired. And I feel like I say that with every video. Every video that's some type of disappointment, I'm always saying like I'm tired. But I will say, and I told Joe, I was like, even though like this hurts so much, I'm still crazy enough to believe that it's going to happen for us. The fact that this time failed, I'm like, okay, God, he's obviously got something better, And I may sound like a crazy person to somebody. I even, I don't know. I do feel stronger. I will say that. I told Joe, I was like, with each time, like even though I feel hurt and sad and frustrated, like for some reason, it's like I come out stronger. And it reminds me of this dream that God gave me a few months back. I was in this like wilderness area. It was by myself. It was just me and God. I was walking. It was just woodsy and kind of dark. I was just walking. I don't know where I was walking to or where I was walking from, but I was just walking. And out of nowhere comes this huge wolf. I mean, it was big. And I was like, okay, God, there's a wolf, and it was coming at me, like running full speed, coming at me. And I started to run the opposite way. And God told me to stop running. Don't run. I was like, what you mean don't run? Like, there's a legit wolf coming towards me. I'm going to run. He was like, don't run. Stop running and go back the other way. I'm like, towards the wolf? Go back the other way. Stop running and go back the other way. So I stop running and go back towards the wolf, and this thing is coming at me. And I was like, what do I do? And he's like, just keep walking. I keep walking. The next thing I know, the wolf has been defeated. The wolf is no longer a threat. I don't have any signs of a struggle, a fight, no cuts, no blood, nothing. But the wolf is defeated. I don't know how it happened, but it was defeated. I was victorious. So I was like, okay, God, we did that. And then I just keep walking again through the wilderness. Nothing going on. This time I see another wolf, and this one is coming even faster than the first one. So I was like, I'm about to start running, and God was like, no, you're going to walk straight towards the wolf. You're going to do exactly what you did before. I was like, this thing is huge. Like, it seemed bigger than the first one. You're going to do it again. Walk towards the wolf, or I'm just walking. Wolf is coming, charging at me, ready to attack. And again, it happens where the wolf is defeated. I don't know how he was defeated. I have no indication or sign of a fight or a struggle, but the wolf was defeated. And again, I'm victorious. Second time. So I was like, okay, this is good. So then I think I'm walking again. And this time, I think this was, so this time, this was the last time. So I'm walking towards what's like this building or something. It was like high up because I had to walk up some stairs. And there's like some type of gathering or something going on. It's like a bunch of women in there. Some familiar faces I remember, but it was just a gathering. Everybody was like kind of talking and mingling. And I was just kind of talking to different ladies there. And then decided I was getting ready to leave. So as I'm leaving, one of the women from this group, this gathering, comes with me. And I remember us going down the stairs and out into the wilderness, into the field. And we're walking, and this time there's two wolves, two big ones, running at us full speed. And she's like, oh my goodness, like, what's going on? So God tells me this time, he said, they're and right up ahead of us is a tree. And God was like, climb the tree. And I was like, I don't know how to climb a tree. Like, what you mean climb a tree? He was like, climb the tree and help her up. So I was like, okay. And then we're climbing this tree. I help her up. She's up there in one of the branches, a thick branch, and she's good. So we're both up there. We're good. I'm like, okay, we're good. And God told me, no, you go back down. I was like, but God, like, we're up here. We're safe. What you mean go back down? He told me to go back down. And I'm like, and also this time there's two. Like, so you want me to, not only do you want me to go back down, but you want me to go down and face two. Go back down. So I go back down, and again, it happens. This time it's both wolves are defeated. There's no sign or indication of a fight or a struggle, but they're gone. They're dead. And I am left standing. I'm victorious. And then I was able to bring her back down, and we just continued and walked on like that was the end of the dream. So back then, like when I had the dream, it was a few months ago, I was just trying to figure out like, what does this mean? I was like looking up the number 4, like just all this different stuff. Like, what does it mean? And then it didn't hit me until today. Like I was back then, like I was, piecing together the different things that it could mean. But today is when it hit me, because the 4 represents the 4 cycles, I believe. And it's no coincidence that one of them was twins, or it was, you know what I mean? One of them was 2, but the 4 represents to me the 4 cycles. And with each time, even though it seemed so big and hard to deal with or to get over or to walk, overcome, I was victorious in the end. So I feel like God was kind of preparing me, like this 4th time is going to be another, like the enemy is probably going to use this to scare you, to make you want to run the other way, to make you want to give up or whatever. But again, like you're going to be victorious. Just like you were the previous times, you're going to be victorious. And I feel like the woman that I helped, like, move her to safety was like, I guess, representation of you all in this community. And the amount of messages and stuff that I've received of women on this journey, and even women not on this journey, but people who I've been able to help and encourage. It was like representation of how God is using me and my story. And I was able to help this woman in the dream, and this representation of the women that I've been able to help on this journey. So maybe God was just showing me, like, this fourth time, like, you're gonna be victorious. Like, the devil thinks he's gonna have you running the other way, or have you given up, but you're gonna face it. You're gonna walk through this thing without scratches, without a sign of a struggle, and you're gonna come out victorious. And I believe that. I believe that. And I'm holding on to it. I don't know what is next for us. It's just kind of too soon to even think about that. But I'm just going to hold on to the fact that God says I'm going to be victorious. That I'm going to come out of this thing stronger. And there's people I'm going to help along the way. And even though, like, having a baby or babies at the end of this is going to be oh so worth it, I believe. What's worth it right now is that God is using my story to help others and to strengthen me and to strengthen my faith and to remind me that ultimately at the end of the day, He has the final say, that He's in control, and that His timing is perfect, beyond us, because I don't get it, but it's perfect when it happens in His timing. I just wish His timing was right now. It's tough, but I'm gonna take my time to process this. But y'all already know I'm gonna keep going. Y'all already know I'm gonna keep encouraging people who are still on this journey and in the wait. It's just in me. I'm gonna keep moving forward until God blesses me. I'm not letting go until He blesses us. Obviously, He thinks I'm strong enough and capable to deal with a fourth failed cycle, or I should say a fourth, I guess, I don't want to say I guess the miscarriages failed too. I don't know. He thinks I'm capable enough to deal with a fourth disappointment or just failed attempt, I should say. I don't know if those are the same. I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't know how to say it. But yeah. And the journey continues, y'all. I was like, please, God, like, get me out of this phase. Like, I'm ready to move into the next phase. And for whatever reason, He was like, not yet. So I don't know. I guess after the WTF appointment, for those who know, you know. And once we figure out, like, once I talk to my doctor and just kind of get a game plan for the next time, then we'll see what's next for us. I don't even want to think about that, like, the whole starting over process. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. I think this video was long enough, but the journey continues, y'all. I appreciate y'all for riding with me and Joe throughout all of this. Maybe I'll get him in the next video and he can kind of share his perspective. I don't think y'all have seen him in a while. And I think he wouldn't mind. I don't think he would mind sharing his perspective. But yeah, I just can't believe this. I'm so blown. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for riding with me on this journey, for your encouraging words. If you are on this journey too and you constantly receiving disappointment after disappointment, we here. I see you and I feel you, and my heart goes out to you. I'm encouraging you as I encourage myself. We're going to get through this. We're going to get our babies one way or another. But don't lose hope, because I haven't. And if I can go through what I've been through for two miscarriages, 2 failed transfers, 4 surgeries, and still have some hope, it's a little bit, but I still got some. You can too. So until next time, love you guys and thank you so much. The prayers, the encouragement, the love, it's all felt, received, and appreciated. So love y'all. Bye.